Where are we?
Oh, we're in a go-karting place.
Yeah, that's right. And it's Craig's big day out again. And we're going to take him go-karting.
Yes.
Thanks to Kart Rider Drift for sponsoring the video. Let's go see what happened earlier in the day.
Good day and welcome to Hat Films Plays Kart Rider Drift with our dear friend Craig. He's joining us today.
Oh, look at
Hello,
him.
thanks for having me.
You might be wondering why you're here, Craig. Well, you're a fan
idea.
of Kart Rider Drift. You've been playing this a lot, so you're going to show us the game, right?
I have been playing this. I've got about 6 hours in this so far now. So and it's a nice little game. Let's have a little race.
Wow, here we
There
go.
we all are.
Look at me, my little Bazzy.
Oh yeah. So there's a boost off the.
There it is. Three.
Ooh.
Did all of us get
The
it?
3 of us got it.
Someone didn't.
I think it was close though.
That's really
Of
embarrassing.
course,
not to
there's
get it.
drifting in this, and there's precision.
Oh, there's
difficulty.
robots in this. Watch out.
It just came around the corner and I ran straight into it.
Of course, there's pickups in this game mode, in item mode. Got lock!
It's ready.
Shield
Oh, you
on.
shielded!
Oh, but it didn't work.
Oh, both of you.
Mate.
You see that item play, Craig?
No, I was too busy beating you.
Take some of that. That's right.
Craig, is that Bazzy character you keep talking about?
That's my little guy in the car here. There's a little Bazzy, little red Bazzy, and his little red go-kart.
I mean, he's okay looking. He's all right. I don't know why you keep going on about him.
What,
though.
Bazzy?
Yeah.
He's cute.
I'm just trying to ask you, like, what stuff you've edited, and you just keep bashing on about Bazzy.
He's never stopped.
Yeah,
doing
well,
that, to be fair.
Bazzy won a race last night. We're still buzzing off it, me and him.
You know that's you, right? You're the one racing.
Bazzy,
What? No,
you're
I'm
in
not
full
watching
control of
Bazzy.
Bazzy.
I quite like this map, actually. It's got a lot to it.
Dynamic,
These maps
isn't
are
it?
very in-depth, very dynamic, yeah. The whole game is very in-depth. There's a whole kind of like battle pass-esque racing pass. There's liveries,
Yeah.
there's stuff to unlock.
You can do custom decals, right, on your carts and
You
stuff?
can, actually, yeah. I wish that was in
Yeah,
so
I
many
put
other
a-
racing games.
I put a little sticker on mine. Mine's also yellow. It's not default. Oh, yes!
Oh, no.
Oh, I got him good, Ross. And then
Bazzy,
you
no.
overtook me.
I did, yeah.
Very disrespectful.
I did a little drift, mate. Kart Rider Drift right
Oh, you
past you.
drifted.
Oh god, I came off the track. There's another part of track. It's fine.
Come on, Bazzy.
Oh no, it's not.
Bazzy.
That wasn't another part of track at all,
That's
was it?
right, mate.
Whoa, just another one, just trading third and fourth back
Yeah, pretty much.
Watch out for that nanner. Oh, no, Craig! You got through the door.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, did you get through?
in. Yeah, no, I didn't. You managed to push me just the other way.
I had some nos.
I'm so close to the end. Come on.
Yes, I
Come on,
magnetised.
Bazzy. Yes, Bazzy.
Oh, third. The Smiths were fighting it out the back.
Bazzy's little love heart eyes.
Look at little
well done,
Bazzy's
Krog.
face. Oh, I wish I could be Bazzy. Look at him.
You wish you could be Bazzy, do you?
I wish I could just like live like Bazzy.
Well, that's interesting, Craig. Maybe you
Why?
can.
What do you mean?
Hello. What do you think, Craig?
I'm Bazzy.
You're your
Bazzy.
favourite character,
I'm
aren't
my
you?
favourite character.
We're
from
taking you
Kart
go-kart.
Rider.
You happy?
Yeah, I mean,
You
why
excited?
aren't you guys dressed up?
Well, we've got to wear our professional
dressed up.
suits.
Look, this is
We've got
what
to-
we're dressed as. We're dressed in the.
But I thought you
we
wanted
can-
to be Bazzy, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
I mean, I did want to kart like Bazzy, but I mean, yes,
yeah.
this will be.
It's your big day out, Craig.
Yeah, we couldn't afford multiple ones of these.
So this is the only one you
Yeah,
get?
this is the only
Sorry.
one.
I
You look
can't
great
help that I
though.
feel a little bit awesome.
Good. Well, we're going to go out on the track and see if Bazzy can win.
All right, let's
go.
Go.
Craig's big day out.
Go.
Go on.
So here we are once again for Craig's big day out. This time it's go-karting with thanks to Kart Rider Drift. This karting track has 2 levels. You have an upstairs where you're seeing right now, and we have a downstairs as well. There's loads of corners, there's loads of straights, there's loads of opportunities for overtaking, and I hope today we'll see some of those. We're going to see 2 action-packed races today, both 15 laps long. The starting grid for the first race has already been decided thanks to a qualifying session that we've already done. If you are a member of the channel, you'll be able to see the full qualifying session. The grid for the second race will be a reverse grid, meaning that the finishing positions of the first race will be swapped around, and then that will be where we start. So if you finish in last, you will start the next race in first, and the reverse grid race is where it's all at. That's the one that everybody wants to win. Let's have a look at the starting grid for race 1. On the back row in 4th position for Alpine we have Alex Smith, closely followed by Chris Trott in third place for McTrotton. And then in front of them in second place is Ross Hornby for Rass. And then we have the one, the only Bazzy in first position. The drivers are ready on the grid, so let's get racing.
Third place. I thought I was going really quick, but he was quicker. I can't believe it.
It's me, Bazzy!
So with all eyes to the lights, it's 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 lights, and it's lights out and away we go as Alex Smith makes his move on Chris Trott, but Chris Trott defends him, and there seems to be no contact so far. Bazzy out in front, followed by Hornby, followed by Trott, and then followed by Smith. This upstairs section is quite a fast and tightening left-hander. Then you have this right-hand hairpin. Just before you go downstairs, down this ramp, you pick up quite a lot of speed, and you have a left and a right. You only really want to get one kart through there. Bazzy looks like his lead is extending, but Trott is gaining on Hornby. He senses a move. He smells it. I know he does. Bazzy wants to get out in front. Hornby takes his corner, taps a wall. Let's have a look at that again. He just lightly love taps that wall. It allows Trott to gain on him and Bazzy to get away. Bazzy sets a fastest lap of 56.873 as his lead extends to 2.3 seconds over the others. He's out there to win today, you can tell. Al Smithy is still on the track. Through this section now you get a sense of how far ahead Bazzy is, but also how close to Hornby Trott is. He's smelling a move here. He's so close to the bumper. He's going up the inside of Hornby. Has he got the move? He has. Let's have a look at that again from Hornby's POV. He just leaves the door open. Trotty says thank you very much and moves up into P2. Trott takes a big wallop into the same wall that Ross did the lap before.
I'm pulling away. I'm building a lead on the two behind. Pushing hard.
Bazzy is pushing hard indeed as he sets another fastest lap there. Smith, on the other hand, is now 7 seconds behind Hornby. Speaking of which, Hornby is gaining back on Trott. He wants that position back. He doesn't want to give up P2 that easily.
I forgot where I was then. I spaced out for a little bit. I thought I was back in Kart Rider on the computer.
Bazzy thought he was back in Kart Rider as he just forgot where he was on the track. Oh, and Trott loses control and then takes a bash in from Hornby as Hornby moves up into P2.
Bono, my tyres! Bono, my tyres are dead!
The tyres have gone on Bazzy's kart. Will he need a pit stop to change them? It looks like Smith is having some handling issues there. Trott wants to fight back. He's trying to have a sniff around the outside, maybe get a switchback move on Hornby, but it's not working. Hornby is covering it off well as they go through this same corner. No contact that time. Bazzy really flying on the upstairs section. His lead ever extending over these two. The more they battle, the further ahead Bazzy can get as Trott taps Ross on the behind, sends him wide and slips up the inside and takes that position right back from Hornby. You can see here on the replay, stewards might have to have an inquiry onto that, but it looks like good fun racing. Rubbing is racing and they move on. Smith is definitely still on the track. That's good to know. He's more concerned about whether the camera is looking at him.
I think it's raining. I think it's raining. I think there's rain. Wet track. Box for wets.
Bazzy seems to think it's raining on an indoor circuit as Trott comes back with a fastest lap of 53.877. That's an amazing lap there, and that will help him on his way to gaining on Bazzy and closing the gap.
They're catching me. There's sweat on my visor. It's not rain. It's just sweat.
Bazzy mistook sweat for rain there as he thought it was raining. Hornby, on the other hand, is falling quite the way back from Trott. He is struggling out there. Trott, on the other hand, is gaining on Bazzy. You get a sense here on this shot of just how close Trott is to Bazzy.
How the hell is he catching me?
Bazzy is confused as to where Trott has got his speed from, but it doesn't matter where he's got it from. The fact is that he is fast and he is gaining on Bazzy as Bazzy catches the back marker of Smith.
Got back marker.
He'll want to clear Smith as quickly as possible. He slips up the inside, gets that position done as quickly as possible as we have a yellow flag. What's that for? Trott has lost control, it seems. Let's see if we can get a replay of exactly what happened to cause that yellow flag.
Yeah.
He just slams on the brakes too hard, locks up the rears and goes round. So we're currently under yellow flag, which means no overtaking and half race speed. We're clear to go racing again, but nothing seems to be happening.
Your car stop.
Bazzy has a problem. There's another yellow flag as he's getting overtaken. It looks like his kart has conked out.
Are you okay? Are you out?
He needs a restart. The engine failed on him. That happened in qualifying as well. And it's green flag as Trott is being sportsmanlike here and waving Bazzy through. But you know that he'll want that position back again. Smith is now out in front, but he is a back marker holding up Hornby as Hornby takes a wallop to the inside post there. Hornby really needs to clear Smith while he has the advantage.
Sorry, Craig. Sorry.
And Trott pokes Bazzy in the back there. All the while, Ross is being held up by Smith. The longer he's held up, the closer Bazzy and Trott can get to him. Ross getting impatient here. He tries to get up the inside up the ramp. Smith is defending.
There's a win here for Al Smithy. There's a win on the cards for Al Smithy.
Bazzy thinks that Smithy has a win on the cards, but he's forgetting that he is indeed a lap down and not currently the race leader. That is Hornby. As the pack is indeed bunching up again as they are struggling to clear the back marker of Smith.
We've got a battle.
There's a battle indeed, all four karts tight together now.
He's done me.
Trott slips up the inside of Bazzy as Ross and Trott slip up the inside of Smith. That was a double overtake from Trott. Let's see that again. Beautifully done on the left, on the right, round the outside and then down the ramp. He's up into P2 and Hornby up into P1. Bazzy on the other hand is now stuck behind Smith in P3 and losing ever more time after his engine failure. And the gap to Trotty is now huge. Look at that, they were so tight this time last lap. Trott looks up the inside of Ross. Tries to get the switch back. Can't make it stick. Ross defends brilliantly there and gets away down the ramp to live another lap in front. Al Smithy taking his hands off his wheel. He's just out for a pleasant Sunday afternoon drive here. Ross is out in front. He's having to defend constantly against Trott. He's coming up to begin the final lap and sets the fastest lap while he's at it. That's the fastest lap of the race of 53.767. That's amazing work from Hornby. As he comes over to take the checkered flag, and he has won this race. He's in P1, followed by Trott in P2. And unfortunately, Bazzy, after leading for so long in qualifying and at the start of the race, had an engine failure and then got stuck behind a back marker and couldn't do much from there and finished the race in P3 with Alex Smith in 4th.
So we had unfortunate events there, but with reverse grid, hopefully that means a P2 on the grid. I'm looking forward to that, getting away. Don't know who I can slip up the inside of, it might be Trott, I'm not sure.
So let's have a look at the results from that race. As we've just seen, Ross Hornby in first, Chris Trott in second, and Bazzy in third. Alex Smith was lapped by the whole field by the end of that, but it doesn't matter because he'll start on pole for the next race, which is a reverse grid.
So guys, qualifier's done. First race done.
It's done.
In the
One more to
bag.
go.
We got some positions already. How's Craig doing?
How's Bazzy doing?
Bazzy is doing good. I felt like we had a good start there. I was pulling away from you guys to the point where I started to take it easy. Then I don't know, I was on the radio, the Bono, my tyres were going.
Right.
And then next thing I
You've
know...
got a crew.
I've got a crew back there, yeah.
right.
My kart rider crew, they sent a crew.
The Kart Rider Drift crew.
And then halfway through at some point, you probably saw, I came to a stop
Yeah,
just
you cut out.
here.
Just here, yeah.
The engine just died. But they didn't throw a red flag out. It was just a yellow flag, so the guys could go through. They went through. This guy here,
honourably
he
let
waved
Bazzi
me
through.
but he got me back again.
I did get him back again though, so that
I
felt
think
pretty good.
my kart is down on power, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it felt like it was
blaming the
dying.
car, which
I'm
I think is a wise thing
but,
to do if things go wrong, blame the car.
But yeah, they're doing well back at the factory. They're trying
Yeah.
to work on upgrades for this next race.
I put octane in mine.
Have you? I noticed they put a NOS in yours at the start
They
of
put
the
a
race
bit
as
of NOS
well.
in mine to make it faster, which is why I came first in that one.
Ross
Actually, I
is
only came
first.
first because Craig bloody binned it.
I'm very last.
Smith's
No,
last.
you're on pole.
Well, I'm
It's
on
a
pole here, so
strategic
this is a reverse grid. So the last person is at the front and so forth. I get to be at the front, which largely plays sort of a blocker
You
role.
get to like be the speed
yeah.
controller.
And I'm there like bombing through these things. I'm like, oh, they're never going to catch me here. And they do catch me. I've got such a long noodly neck that I started to wear one of these. The guy was like, you can have it, yeah, but it is for kids.
But it's exhausting, so we'll see if we survive race number 2.
That's it. Who will win? Craig's Big Day Out.
Thanks, kart rider.
So let's have a look at the starting grid for the reverse grid race. Ross Hornby finds himself in P4 after a fantastic effort in race number 1. Chris Trott in P3 after finishing second. Bazzi of course had an engine failure which put him all the way down in P3 at the end of race number 1, but that puts him in second position on this grid, and Alex Smith finds himself on pole position.
Alright, here we go. It's racing time.
It's racing time indeed, as Chris Trott, he seems to have stalled it on the grid. He hasn't got away and he drops down into 4th position, overtaken by Hornby, who is now having a look up the inside of Bazzi. Hornby had an amazing start there. Smith out in front, being chased down by Bazzi, who wants to clear him as quickly as he can, and he does, as does Hornby. Smith down into P3, Bazzi P1, followed by Hornby in P2 as we have a red flag. That means come to a complete standstill, the race is neutralised, I suspect. Yes, this is Chris Trott. He's had an engine failure just like Bazzi, only this time they stopped the race for him.
Has Chris Trott totaled it?
Chris Trott hasn't totaled it. He's allowed to go and join the others before the race is resumed. They will begin rolling under safety car, which means no overtaking. They'll get up to speed, and then when the green light comes, it's full racing. All 4 drivers are together, with Trott at the back, Smith in 3rd, Hornby in 2nd, and Bazzi out in front, which is where he'll want to keep it. Trott is eyeing up Smith. He wants to get past him as soon as he can, and he does. He takes P3 from Smith. It's like taking candy from a baby. Hornby, he wants P1 once again. He's already up into P2 as Bazzi sets a fastest lap of 54.749. Will that be enough to extend on Hornby? It looks like the lead is already extending to 2.2 seconds there.
I'm lost! The GPS is gone! Oh! It's a disaster!
Alex Smith is lost on track. He's lost his GPS.
It's over! The engine's gone!
And now it looks like he's got an engine failure as well. He is retiring to the pits. He is out of the race as Bazzi sets another fastest lap, as we're up into lap number 3 already, but he is being hunted down by a feisty Hornby, who is being hunted down by a feisty Trott.
I'm pulling away, but I think they're gaining. I don't want to push too hard and overdrive the carts. I don't know how close they are, I don't get to see until here. I'm pulling out. My tyres are gone again.
They are indeed gaining. Bazzi's tyres are gone.
Trying to be tidy. Trying to be tidy.
Trott has set fastest lap after fastest lap twice in a row there. He is feisty and he is angry and he is trying to get back the position which was taken from him from that false start on the grid.
Ross is catching. They both are.
Ross is indeed catching. Trott is catching him. We're going to have a tight battle for first position. I can smell it. Trott is right on the rear end, and as we know, that's exactly where he likes to be.
The car is feeling low on power again. This engine's cut out 4 times now. We might have to do some defending soon.
Bazzi is down on power, but yet still sets the fastest lap, but it's taken straight back by Trott. They are exchanging fastest lap after fastest lap here. It's a battle for fastest lap and position out on track, but of course it's the final position of this race which really matters. As now we pick up on our action drone, look at these amazing shots. There's absolutely no way anything can go wrong by flying a drone this close to drivers this fast. Hornby is now in a position of having to attack and defend at the same time. He has Trott sniffing at his backside, but he wants to get up in Bazzi's backside as Hornby now steals the fastest lap from Trott with a 53.226. This is a tight race. It's anybody's guess who will come out on top here. Chris Trott just kissing the barriers. That's going to cost him a little bit of speed up the ramp. But we know he's got the speed to make it back. Bazzi out in front just managing his tyres, but is he managing too much? As Hornby is now on the bumper of Bazzi. He wants to get a double win today. We're already up into lap number 10. Trott is on the warpath and has set yet another fastest lap and the fastest lap of the entire day, which is a 52.862. He is trying to get back to the front of the grid, but Hornby and Bazzi will have something to say about that. Ross is clipping the barriers. He's getting very close to them. He wants to leave nothing on the table as he fights to get P1 back. He's gonna have to dodge this drone though, as it flies right in front of his face. Did he even notice? He didn't even flinch. This is a tight battle here, three-way between these fantastic drivers, but of course Bazzi has the most experience as he is from Kart Rider Drift, where you can race karts just like this. This drone shot is amazing. It's absolute. Oh, and we've lost the drone. The camera drone has gone. It did indeed hit the pillar. We're going to have to go back to our boring cameras now, as Trott is trying to overtake Ross through this twiddly little section. There's not much space to do so, but if he can get on the backside of Ross at the right time, he'll be able to overtake him on the straight.
Oh, slow. Hopefully if those two battle, I can pull away.
A mistake there from Bazzi made him slow up the ramp, but he's hoping if the other two battle, it will slow them down. They are battling, but it's not slowing them down much, as it looks like both Hornby and Trott are capitalizing on that mistake from Bazzi, and they are now right on his rear end once again. He is going to have to start defending if he can't pull away.
They're very close to me now. Got to start defending.
Everybody is so evenly matched in this race. It's anybody's guess who's going to take the lead in the next 3 laps. Hornby wants it. But as much as he wants it, Trott wants it. But more than that, Bazzi wants it. Ross clipping the barriers once again. Trott ready to pounce at a moment's notice.
Still be able to counter steer there.
Bazzi had to put a little bit of counter steer in there to keep his kart in the right direction. Is he losing grip? Has his tyres indeed gone off? Trott at the back here of this pack, trying to get past Hornby. Will he be able to do it? He's pushing, and absolutely gaining on Ross, as Ross goes a little bit wide again. But he is also gaining on Bazzi. We're in a little bit of a train here. The first person to make a mistake will fall victim to this as we start the final lap of the race. The drivers know it. They know this is their last chance. Trott knows this is his last chance. He's eyeing up a move on Ross. He goes left. He goes right. He tries to switch back. He's ahead slightly, but they are too wide as they go down the ramp. There's only room for one in the next chicane. Who's going to come out on top? It is Hornby. Let's see that again from Trott's POV. Was he pushed? No, he yielded. He did not fancy going straight into that barrier.
Those two are racing behind. Maybe I can get away. Last lap. This is the last lap. Where it counts.
It is indeed where it counts. Bazzi did indeed get a little bit of time gained over the other two, but they're right back on him, but they're going to run out of time as we go round the final corner to take the checkered flag. Bazzi gets the win here on the final race of Craig's Big Day Out thanks to Kart Rider Drift. He'll be ecstatic with that, I'm sure, but everybody raced so well.
Woo! Oh, come on. This was the race. It meant so much.
It meant so much to Bazzi, you can tell by the way he said the words. And there they are in the pit, so let's have a reminder of the race result. In third we had Chris Trott, second Ross Hornby, and Bazzi picking up his win in first. The fastest lap was indeed Chris Trott for McTrotton with a 52.862, and unfortunately a DNF for Alex Smith. We're going to go down now to the pits where Alex Smith is conducting the post-race interviews.
Chris Trott, fastest lap. How do you think that race went for you?
Oh, it was fast, but I didn't win, did I? So
did
how
not
does that
win.
work out?
Well, you get a point for the fastest lap and the bragging rights. DOD, driver of the day.
Dodd!
This is your Dodd, Chris Trott, third place. Off
I'm
you
the
go.
Dodd. Oh, okay.
Yeah, see you then. Come in then, Ross Hornby, second place. Any?
Hi.
Yeah. I didn't shake. Yeah.
Yes.
You came second. You were really fighting for that position. What was the race like?
It was really exhausting.
Yeah.
I was sandwiched between two pros who clearly know what they're doing, but sometimes that's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think you're going to come back?
I think I will always be the meat in the sandwich.
You will always be the meat in the sandwich. Well,
Yeah,
you
from now
know,
on.
good luck in Bahrain.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Good luck.
much. See you
Cheers.
later.
Cheers.
Thank you.
And our winner today, number one driver,
Bazzi!
Bazzi, aka Craig. Craig on his big day out. Have you had a good big day out?
I've had a great big day out. Thank you so much, guys, and Kart Rider.
And Kart Rider Drift. I mean, you really put Kart Rider's Drift up, his name up in lights, didn't you, with your performance today?
I should hope so. I'm really thankful, actually, of my engine failure in the first race because it put me at the start of the grid on the second race.
It did.
Thanks to the reverse grid, and I could just fire away there. Although these guys were catching me the entire time. It was a tough race out there. Thought it was going to rain at one point, but it was just the sweat on my visor, and my tyres were gone.
Okay, well, Bazzi, thank you very much. We're going to go to the podiums next, where you're going to win your big prize, right?
Yeah, that bit that we just recorded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. See you on the podium.
All right. I won't see you there, though.
No, I'm Alex Smith. I had an engine failure. And then I crashed my drone into a pillar.
Bazzi!
Bazzi won!
Bazzi, yes! Nice one. I put money on you, man.
Get on that
Come on,
podium.
Bazzi.
Bazzi!
Our winner for Kart Rider Drift is
There
Bazzi.
it is.
Congrats.
Bazzi, look at him in his bow tie.
You don't get a podium.
I didn't finish.
You didn't.
DNF.
DNF.
Thank you so much for watching today's go-karting day with Craig's Big Day Out. How are you feeling, Bazzi?
I'm feeling amazing. I love Bazzi now. I want to live life as Bazzi, and I think I will.
Good,
Thanks to
because
Kart Rider.
there's no easy way to cut you out of that. So thanks for watching. Thanks Kart Rider Drift for sponsoring this video, and I hope we get to do more go-karting in the future.
I hope so.
Nice. Thanks for watching. Oh, also, there's a special members video if you're interested. We did a couple extra laps if you want to be a member. Just a thought. Bazzi.